Pulaski County, a family is grieving tonight after an accident earlier today left one person dead and another in the hospital.
Now, we just heard a few moments ago testimony after powerful testimony from survivors.
Scary moments for a woman and police officer in Texas. Guys, take a look at this.
The city's transportation department removed a stoplight from this busy intersection. They say it's a part of the 10th Street Improvement Project.
In Danville, police have made another arrest in connection to a homicide.
Now, before every swiftwater rescue, each responder is equipped with a dry suit, a wetsuit, and even a personal flotation device.
Just hours into his new role, he and other council members didn't waste any time passing a vote. Many are lacing up tonight to fight cancer in Lynchburg, where tonight's Relay for Life has happened. In Pulaski County, a family is grieving tonight after an accident earlier today left one person dead and another in the hospital. This three-vehicle crash happened early this morning. Well, we're living in Virginia, but it certainly feels like Seattle weather. It's been raining day after day after day. Turn around, don't drown. That's the message Rockbridge County is sending to drivers as waters have flooded certain roadways overnight. Scary moments for a woman and police officer in Texas. Guys, take a look at this. The Anna Police Department releasing dash cam footage from September 7th. Collinsville Primary will become the center for community learning. No word on the fate of the John Redd building. Releasing body cam footage from the officer-involved shooting on I-95. Brandy was supposed to graduate tonight from Tunsil High with her classmates. She was homecoming queen this year, as well as varsity cheerleader. In Danville, police have made another arrest in connection to a homicide back in September of 2017. Brian Terry was arrested today after indictments were handed down by a grand jury.
It's been a mixture. It's sad. I'm going to miss my dad.
A mixture of emotions over the past 48 hours for Greg Marr Jr. He stands in front of the mountain where his father tragically fell 100 feet from a cliff last week. But Junior's grief is mixed with optimism.
This was sudden and it was a surprise, but I think there are a number of things to celebrate about his life and his accomplishments.
Accomplishments like his trek on the McAfee Trail. A week ago, while hiking, Marr Sr. reached down to grab a ham sandwich from his backpack and suddenly lost balance. Now, Junior wears that same backpack, this time with his father's ashes inside, and taking on the same trail his dad started.
I'll get up there and take some pictures and take a few moments, and then I'm going to finish this hike and take my dad home.
A hike that took Junior nearly 2.5 hours up McAfee Knob to complete. But the 12-hour journey in front of him will be the toughest.
Last Wednesday, like many others, Greg Marr Sr. parked his car in this lot to start his hike up the mountain. But today, his son, Greg Marr Jr., will drive that same truck back down to Tallahassee, this time with his father's ashes in the passenger seats.
In the meantime, Junior is already planning the right steps to keep his dad's legacy alive.
I plan to stay active in our community and to try to do the things that I know he would expect me to do.
May 19th, 2017.
I fell asleep behind the wheel and I swerved just for 1 second and hit a tractor trailer head on.
Austin Kuhn was driving home from his summer job in Pennsylvania when tragedy struck. Paramedics managed to find Austin still alive inside of what was left of his vehicle, but the severity of the crash had taken its toll on the left side of his body.
I was rushed to the ER. They immediately amputated my leg. There was no saving it.
Austin would spend the next week in the hospital with the help of his girlfriend, facing the realization that life as he knew it would forever change.
Once I found out that he was fine and okay, it just peace and hope kind of came over me.
I would cry and I would fall back asleep and I'll wake up and I'm like, where's my leg, where's my leg? And she just had to keep on telling me. 1 week later, I come to the realization that you're only as strong as however you believe you are.
From that moment on, Austin didn't look back. He qualified for physical therapy through the University of Lynchburg's Community Health Center.
He came in with 2 crutches, was in extreme amount of pain, and could barely even walk.
Tyler Martin is a part of the Doctorate Physical Therapist, or DPT program. He and 2 other graduates worked for almost a year to get Austin back to 100%. Today, Austin is lifting again and able to box jump.
It's just so humbling to see someone that's so young to to go through something so traumatic like that, and just to see him flourishing now.
I wouldn't be walking as good as I am. I wouldn't be running today. They trained me in my strength in my leg.
But he now trains for something greater. Austin's raising money to head across the country for a 5K amputee relay.
I am hoping that I can go down to California and meet other amputees and learn their stories and tell them about my story and show them how I've improved myself and hopefully encourage them to go above and beyond what they can currently do.
Local in Lynchburg, Michelle London for WFXR News.